Alright guys, next part is about machines and mechanical advantage. So the whole point of machines are to help us reduce the amount of force and work needed. So obviously, let's say you were moving. You wouldn't want to have to lift everything by hand. If you have something super heavy and it takes more than two people, you can use straps and different machines and ramps and pulley systems to try to help reduce that amount of force or work needed. So let's go ahead and get started. So when I say um, effort or work or force, you guys know what I mean by that. But basically, the amount of effort would not be equal if you were lifting a car by yourself. Okay, so if you're lifting a car by yourself, that is most certainly not an equal amount of effort as using a car jack. So you guys may know what a car jack is. If you don't, ask your parents. But a car jack is the little machine that goes underneath to try to lift your car if you were, I don't know, changing a flat tire or something. So using a car jack is way better and less effort than lifting the car by yourself. So that's for effort. For work, it's similar, but the work in this example with either one of these is equal. Now, that is kind of confusing. So the amount of effort that you have to give by yourself is most certainly less than using a car jack. But the amount of work is equal because you're going to be moving the car the same amount of distance. It's just dependent on how much effort you give. So machines help us do work. So they help us do work, not in the word work as in like a job, work as in the amount of like force exerted. So the machines help us do work by changing the size of the input force. So input force, meaning how much force you are going to apply to that. So then in simple version, mechanical advantage, and I know you guys did this in your book work, but mechanical advantage is a little bit, it's kind of one of these things that is common sense, but when you put a formula to it, it kind of makes it even more obvious. But if I had my output force, meaning how much change I can do, divided by my input force, let me write this down real quick. Input distance divided by the output distance. So this is a relative formula. So if I am putting in a lot of force, then my output distance is going to be further. If I put a little bit of force, my input distance would be less. So mechanical advantage, obviously all you want to do is you want to put in less work and make it come out with going a further distance. That's the whole point of a machine. Okay, a machine is to help you put less force or work in, but have a lot of change come out. So this is the end of chapter 13.1, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over energy a little bit more. I think you guys maybe have done this with the review for 8th grade, but I'm going to go over it again, and I would like you to write this in your notes as well.